You're going to learn this evening about a universal solution to the worldwide debt, currency, and savings crisis. And if you've been watching the press recently, you realize that we're having all three of those. We're going to start with a couple of questions for you. Do you think that $100 will buy the same amount of goods and services that it does today a year from now? And will a gram of gold have the same purchasing power that it does today a year from now? So we're going to contrast two different types of money. Both have been called currency at one time or another. This gentleman, Alan Greenspan, who during his term as chairman of the Federal Reserve, 1987 to 2006, seemed pretty bearish against gold. He said, in the absence of the gold standard, there is no way to protect savings from confiscation of wealth. There is no safe store of value. Deficit spending is simply a scheme for the confiscation of wealth. I believe he said this sometime after he was out of the position and Ben Bernanke had taken his place. If you read anything from Alan Greenspan today, he's very bullish on gold because he sees what's happening to the debt-based currency that we have today. The definition of inflation is a steady rise in the level of prices related to an increased volume of available money and credit, resulting in the loss of the value of currency. So you think of it this way: the more money that's printed, the more yours erodes if you have it in some savings mechanism, whether that's in a CD or you've got it in a passbook savings account or whatever. All currency becomes debased over time with printing, especially when it's a fiat currency or that which is by decree. It's worth whatever it's worth until it isn't. Now, you cannot outrun inflation with an income earned in a shrinking currency. So here's what's happened since the modern-day dollar came into existence in 1913. 1913 was an interesting year. President Wilson signed into law both the IRS and the Federal Reserve central banking system. And the dollar in 1913 that was introduced has declined in value, so that today, if you compared today's dollar with the 1913 dollar, you'd find that the dollar today, by comparison, is only worth about 2 cents. This gentleman, John Maynard Keynes, who had a tremendous impression not only on the men and women that were in the world of finance at that time, predominantly men, of course, Keynes was a big proponent of controlling the boom-bust cycles, especially after 1929 when the market crashed, by expanding the money supply, the elasticity of the money supply, by extending more credit. And he said this: by a continuing process of inflation, government can confiscate secretly and unobserved an important part of the wealth of their citizens. So what he means by that is simply this: the more money that government prints out of thin air to pay for government programs, the expansion of government, entitlement programs, war, and things like that, the less your money is worth. And so it's really like a hidden tax. What we've ended up with in the last 50 years is a debt-based global economy. After President Nixon took us off the gold standard and they tied the dollar to a barrel of oil, they extended credit like it had never been extended before, and we moved from a nation of savers to a nation of spenders. And so today, in 2015, over 46% of working Americans are in debt. 35% of those working Americans are in collections. The average credit card debt at the end of 2014 was $15,000, over $15,000 per household. And 18% of Americans in the AP survey said that they don't believe they would ever be debt-free, that they will die in debt. That's pretty sad when you compare that with the generation before and the prosperity that was enjoyed by the great generation. The consumer debt by country ranking is really interesting. The United States is number 7. This list is more than 100 nations long. It is a trend that is going to impact generations. Now, there's lots of reasons for concern. If you're here new and you're seeing this presentation for the first time, this is not going to be a doomsday presentation, but it is a reality check, and it is a wake-up call. With all of the quantitative easing, 1, 2, 3, and there may be another one around the corner, that's money printing. Quantitative easing is a term that Ben Bernanke came up with for the printing of money. And the only beneficiary of that, for all intents and purposes, was the stock market and our government. They used a lot of their own money to purchase treasury bonds, and they even loaned money to nations like Belgium to have them buy $400 billion worth of our own treasury bonds. There are currency wars going on. You see that the dollar is strong today against our competitors. I say competitors, against our allies and some of our enemies. However, the dollar isn't worth what it used to be worth. There's a global bond bubble that goes all the way back to some of the problems we had in 2008. The federal deficit's expanding. They expect it to be $20 trillion by the end of the current president's term. The stock market is one of the largest in history. Third largest today, may end up being the largest in history as far as the bubble goes. And then 93 million Americans are not in the labor force. These signs or symptoms don't bode well for the long term. So the forecast for the future, by and large, if you subscribe to the realists, is that we'll have some unintended consequences. So people all over the world are aware of this. If they're watching the news and they're reading the paper and they're paying attention to things that are going on, like in Europe with Greece and Portugal and Spain and Italy and all the financial problems there. In our hemisphere, it's going to be Puerto Rico. But there's a lot of things coming. The shoes are going to drop because cities here in the United States are bankrupt. Countries are bankrupt. It's really something. So the question for us today, as we enjoy living in the most prosperous nation in the world, is: do you have a plan to protect yourself and your family and your assets? And if you don't, would you like one? Would you like to know what you can do and how to do it? Carrot Bars is a wonderful program. We said we had a universal solution for the worldwide currency debt, and I just went blank, but that's all right. The plan that we have is surprisingly simple. And it's simple for the simple reason that it's going to teach you how to do something you should have been doing all along. Instead of living off credit or working a second job, we can learn to do what the 1% does. Now, what the 1% has done so much better than the average American, the 99%, is simply this. They have created appreciating assets that spin off passive residual income. We will never retire, any of us, if we do not have a source of residual income. Now, you may retire on Social Security and you're not going to live extremely well. You might be one of the few folks that still has a pension, but the majority of Americans do not. And so retirement becomes something of a pipe dream. The question for us is, are we ready to learn the truth about money? We have not been taught the truth. We've been taught something different. And you have to start thinking outside of the box that you've been taught to stay in. We've been educated and somewhat programmed by the system to believe in the system, and the system is letting us down. Experts like Mike Maloney, Robert Kiyosaki, Jim Sinclair, they have been warning people for decades, telling people that you need to have a larger and larger percentage of your net worth in precious metals, and specifically gold. Less than 1% of people here in the United States own any physical gold compared to the rest of the world, which is it's enormously higher. And the reason for that is most people here know very little about it. They only know what they see on television from Lear Capital and Rosalind Capital and so forth. They see the ads, but most people have been taught that gold is an archaic relic of the past and that it's not worth owning. That nothing could be further from the truth. Okay, we've been taught to trust in fiat paper money. Fiat is not the Italian car. In this case, fiat is Latin for by decree. Paper money is worth what it's worth until it's not. So, just to give you a contrast here, gold prices from 1971, when President Richard Milhouse Nixon took us off the gold standard, and we had been on the gold standard, and the U.S. had been in that position with the Bretton Woods Agreement in 1944. We assimilated most of the gold of our allies. Most of our allies were, in terms of their own currencies, were bankrupt. So they were looking for the United States to help rebuild after World War II. So in 1971, President Nixon took us off the gold standard. Gold was fixed at $35 and had been since 1933 under Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And gold began to free float to some degree. It is still very much controlled and manipulated, but it's gone from $41 to to today, it was 1,097 at close. So that was a 2,675% increase between 1971 and today, July 29th, 2015. So gold has gone up by an enormous amount in not only its value, but its buying power. So we're going to contrast the fiat dollar with gold in terms of what it will purchase. So in 1971, when an ounce of gold was $41, and 1 gram of gold was worth about $1.32. $1.32 in 1971 terms would buy you 5 loaves of bread. $1 in 1971, $1 would buy you 4 loaves of bread. So not that much difference. But here we are, fast forward 44 years, that same gram of gold today would buy you more than 20 loaves of bread, and the dollar wouldn't buy you a half a loaf. The purchasing power of fiat currency, our dollar has decreased, as have the currencies of our allies. So everyone is a debtor nation today. Everyone is underwater with their currency and overloaded with debt. Gold is a safe haven. That's why you see the central banks around the world buying upwards of 400 metric tons a year. That's why you see China buying almost 100% of the new gold production every year. This is my final point here in terms of the buying power of gold. Just looking back 10 years, in 2005, $100,000 buying power in 2005. In terms of 2005 money, that would only have $60,000 worth of buying power today. In other words, $100,000 in 2015 only has 60% of the buying power of $100,000 in 2005. If you had taken that $100,000 in 2005 and purchased gold bullion today with all of the things that have happened, despite the decline of the dollar and the overprinting of the dollar, you'd have a store of value worth $245,000. I think that made the point. So we're going to show you a way to acquire the very best quality of gold through a system instead of paying for it out of your own pocket. Now, we say often that do you like gold? Would you like to know how to get the best gold at the best price? And the best price that you could pay for gold is zero if you can get it. Kerekes has a program that can help you acquire gold by a program we call the affiliate program. We'll show you that here in a minute. Now, the gold that we have is not just any gold. It's 24 karat 999.9 fine LBMA, which is LBMA stands for the London Bullion Market Association. It's the only kind of gold that's accepted by nations and the banks of the world for the settlement of debt. It's currency-grade gold bullion, and that's what we have. Now, we also have a recipe for success. We like to keep it simple, so we're going to show you a 3-step system that can help you leverage your time and your resources to create a tremendous weekly passive residual income and a nice supply of currency-grade gold bullion for yourself. Who are we? We're Kerekes International. We're registered as an e-commerce company. We do business all over the world. We're headquartered in Stuttgart. We're privately held, 100% debt-free, and have been since the beginning. We specialize in transaction weight gold in 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram. The reason we say it's transaction-friendly or transaction-weight gold is because in small increments, gold is unique in the fact that its value allows it to be divisible, to be something that can be exchanged for goods and services. Federal Express handles all of our deliveries worldwide. We offer free and paid storage options at Kerekes for those that get a gold savings account, a free gold savings account. And then we're servicing over 120 countries. Harold Size is our owner and our founder. It was Harold's vision that brought Kerekes into reality. Harold's 52 years old, born in 1963 in Kauf, Germany, just outside of Stuttgart. He started in the insurance industry as a financial advisor and financial planner, and he spent over 30 years in the marketing of investment products and a variety of products, not just precious metals. He began formulating the vision for Kerekes just prior to the market crash of 2008 and the real estate crash and all the other crashes that went on, a lot of noise. He saw it coming. He looked at gold and believed in gold for himself and for you and me and for his investors. And Harold launched a vision to help millions of people find financial freedom from the current global system of debt. Our company was launched in 2011. So Kerekes has an exciting business model. As an e-commerce company, First and foremost, what we do is offer anyone 18 years of age or older the opportunity to open a gold savings account. And then we also have an affiliate program. You can become a free affiliate or a free customer. It's your choice. Only affiliates can earn rewards. But you're both given websites, customers and affiliates, and the web-based software tools that you can use to acquire, manage, ship, store, and even, if necessary, liquidate your gold. What kind of gold? Transaction-friendly weights, 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 grams. What you see depicted on the screen are a unique hybrid gold product. This is gold bullion embedded in a plastic certificate of authenticity that travels with the gold wherever it goes. Now, some important things here is gold can be counterfeited, and gold can be represented to be something that it's not in terms of its purity and such. Remember, we're LBMA gold. We are certified as currency-grade gold bullion. But to take this to another level, we've embedded our gold into verifiable and secure and travel-friendly, by the way. 24 karat 999.9 gold is very soft and very malleable. Every gold ingot is embedded in a plastic certificate of authenticity and encapsulated in a polymer. It's also coated with a very unique and patent-pending technology we'll talk about here in just a minute. But imagine that you can go from country to country. We're accepted today in 120 countries. Karatbars is recognized as gold as money. Now, to guarantee that we can't be counterfeited, to guarantee that our Karatbars private issue gold money becomes a ubiquitous industry standard, we have to have the highest security in the industry. And so we have a patent pending, what we call Karatbars DNA. It is actually sprayed on the bullion. It's revealed under black light. It can tell the bearer that it has not been tampered with. So it's secure against forgery. It's the safest gold card on the planet. We're the only ones that have it. We exchange declining paper or digital currency into gold to preserve the value of our money and your money. That's why you're here, is to learn about this. How can you protect yourself? Your money is a representation of your labor or past labor if it's your savings. Karatbars promotes saving money, not spending money. This isn't a program for speculators or day traders. Karatbars is all about acquiring gold, and we have a program that shows you how to acquire a small amount of gold on a regular basis and share our program with others, and then you can acquire more and more and more and more gold from the rewards you earn from Karatbars and not out of your own wallet. So Karatbars is about saving gold as money and building a financial legacy for your family and for you for the future. When it's time to exchange your gold, Karatbars has a worldwide K-Exchange strategy. K-Exchanges are Karatbars affiliates that have brick-and-mortar facilities that offer a variety of services and products. And you'll be able to, here in the very near future, we already have many of these here in the United States and around the world, you'll find the K-Exchange banner, as you see there in the lower right, displayed in the window or on the cash registers, and that will alert you to the fact that they are an authorized K-Exchange center. You can actually go in and convert your gold back into the fiat currency of the country you're in, or depending on what product and service they offer, you can use it to purchase goods and services. Let's talk about the affiliate program and specifically what that gives you in terms of the potential affiliate rewards. To become a Karatbars International affiliate, you would go to the website of the person that referred you here, the person that introduced you to Karatbars, and you'd click on the Register Now button that you'll find on the home page of their Karatbars website. You'll next come to a page that will offer you two choices: become an affiliate, become a customer. When you become an affiliate, you also have all the privileges of being a customer. You can certainly buy gold from your back office just like a customer has. The difference is customers cannot earn referral rewards, affiliates can. So you definitely want to become an affiliate. Now, if you became a customer earlier and wanted to upgrade, all you have to do is log into your free website, go over to the left-hand side of the dashboard. You'll see Become Affiliate. You click on that, agree to the terms and conditions, and boom, you are now a Karatbars authorized affiliate. What is required of our affiliates is simple. Affiliates agree to perform the essential function of marketing for Karatbars. Karatbars is an e-commerce company. They do not advertise in publications or on television or radio or even on the Internet. Karatbars uses affiliates to spread the word. It's word-of-mouth marketing. Very similar to some of the other industries that you see out there where people are selling lotions, potions, and gizmos and gadgets. The difference here is you're not selling anything. You're showing people how to save. And we are savers ourselves. So we get rewarded for sharing the Kerekes story. We get rewarded for showing customers how to open free gold savings accounts. We're rewarded for identifying and recruiting new affiliates, and then showing both our customers and our affiliates how to use the Kerekes system to acquire, protect, and multiply their capital and assets. Affiliates are rewarded for marketing. We are not salespeople. All sales take place through Kerekes International online. So you're not a gold salesperson. If you came to this presentation thinking that we're going to try to talk you into selling gold door to door or to all your anybody that breathes, well, we want you to simply understand that we are messengers. We are not the message. Kerekes is the message, and we have a wonderful program for people to acquire affordable gold in increments that anyone can afford. We are paid generously, weekly and monthly, to help customers acquire gold, to show our affiliates how to get a business package and plug into our compensation plan that's on steroids. You can make a nice 6 or 7 figure income with our business package and our dual system we'll talk about here in a moment. And then affiliates on our team, when they acquire gold for themselves, when they practice what we preach, and that is save gold, build an asset, spin off residual income, when they do that, that generates commissions as well. Now, how are we paid? We're paid on a gold MasterCard. We have a wonderful relationship with Kerekes has a relationship with MasterCard worldwide, and Kerekes and MasterCard International have been working together for quite some time now in just on every continent on the planet. And to become a partner with MasterCard is quite a task. You have to be vetted in just about every market that you're in, and we even had to be vetted again in Russia because they didn't accept the credentials that we had from all the other nations we were in. So we've been even vetted by Vladimir Putin, so that's a wonderful thing. We were voted, this card was voted the best card design for 2013 by MasterCard of Europe. Now, what makes this card so neat is that it's accepted in every nation of the world. It's a universal, international MasterCard. This is where your commissions are transferred to every Friday. Okay, or if you're on the free program, you'll want to find out how you can get paid weekly. So getting paid on Fridays is a wonderful thing. It's a convenient way to receive and move money. It's a great way for you to discreetly exchange currency into gold anywhere in the world. We also have incentives and rewards that go way above and beyond. You see some of them pictured here. Most of these are easily exchanged for 1 gram gold bars. So you actually, if you qualify for one of these incentives, you can take your incentive in gold bullion. But there's a lot of things there that this just happens. These things happen as a result of being passionate about sharing the Kerekes story. When you receive an automobile from the incentive and reward program, you receive the keys and the title. This isn't a lease program. This isn't something where you get stuck with payments you didn't want. Kerekes rewards you even up to a $1 million villa built somewhere in the world for you. Let's talk about our pay plan. The free program allows you to participate in our direct sales program or unilevel program that allows you to go out and promote the free savings accounts and show people how to acquire their gold directly from Kerekes. Okay? Only your personal referrals and their referrals are available for you to receive commissions. Now, there's no purchase required to be a free affiliate, and also for you to earn a monthly payout. You are paid from 0.5% to 6%, and that is based on the accrued sales points per month. So the more activity you have month to month, the more sales that are developed from your chain reaction you created by sharing the Kerekes program with others, the more you earn. What is a sales point? A sales point for every 2 euros that are spent. Kerekes is a company from Germany, so we talk in euros. But for every 2 euros, that equals 1 point. Okay. Now, in July of 2013, the company introduced the optional dual team program. The dual team program allows you to build a left team and a right team. And to participate in this, you must purchase and choose your commission level by purchasing a bronze, silver, gold, or VIP package. That is a kind of a pay-to-play program here. You have to purchase a bronze, silver, gold, or VIP if you want to build an organization, a left team and right team, that will pay you to unlimited levels. Now, in the dual team, the way that we're paid is when our left team and our right team has gold sales that happen through our referral process, and there is 25 units of activity on one side, 50 units on the other. That equals one cycle. If you're a bronze affiliate, you're paid 10 euros per cycle. Today, a euro is worth about $1.10. So 10 euros would be about $11 and some change. Silver would be 4 times that, 40 euros. Gold, 60 euros. VIP, 80 euros. You're able to purchase the level that you would like to participate in and pick your commission level. Now, I'll also say this, that you can upgrade anytime from whatever level you are. There's no place to upgrade from VIP. That's the top of the food chain. But you only pay the difference from where you started to where you want to be. And it's retroactive to the minute that you upgrade. From that point on, you earn at that level. Now, if you want to know what a unit is, let's think in terms of what we offer. We offer bullion products and some other things, but primarily our 1 gram, 2.5 gram, and 5 gram products. So 1 gram carrot bar is equal to 1 unit. So if you looked on the diagram there, 25 units could be equal to 25 grams, 25 1 gram carrot bars that move through those 3 gentlemen on the left. 50 units on the right. A 2.5 gram carrot bar is equal to 2 units. A 5 gram carrot bar is equal to 3 units. So that kind of helps you understand how that works. Let's talk about our 3-step system, because this is the simplicity of how you can build a tremendous income and, as I said before, a great gold savings program for you and your family. The system works like this. The very first step is register online for free. Get a free Carrot Bars Gold Savings account. Okay, and acquire a business package. That's step 1. Pick bronze, silver, gold, VIP, VIP exclusive. You see the prices there. That's been updated today. These are today's prices for July 29th, 2015. Bronze is $115. Silver, $328. Gold, $734. VIP, $1,873. And the VIP exclusive, $8,665. That's primarily for people that have a tremendous motivation and they have the tools that come through that VIP exclusive package to really get off to a huge start and bring on a lot of affiliate partners. Let's talk about the commission differences. Bronze is entry level. It was originally set up as for our third world countries, but it has become popular for a lot of folks that are really cash poor and really would love to start a program. And by the way, we're not going to get into it here, but if you don't have the money to get started in the Carrot Bars program and you really want to, there's actually a program where you can start for free, and the person that referred you to this program and to this presentation can explain that to you. Just ask them about the 3D Carrot Bars. So a bronze affiliate, if you spend $115 and bought your bronze package, you will be paid 5% on direct commission. That's 5% on the package acquisitions of new affiliates and the gold purchases or the purchases of non-gold products. Okay, 5%. 10 euros per cycle in the dual system. In other words, every time there's 25 and 50, 25 on one side, 50 on the other, you'd earn a 10 euro payout, or about $11.10. A silver affiliate earns twice as much on the direct commission, 10%. Okay, of the package purchases of new affiliates and non-gold products, and then 40 euros or 4 times more. So you get twice as much on the direct side and 4 times more on the dual system. A gold affiliate will earn 3 times more on the direct commission. That's 15% of the package purchases of new affiliates and 15% of the non-gold products that move through the business, and then 60 euros or 6 times more than a bronze affiliate. And then finally, the top of the food chain, VIP, 20% or 4 times more than the bronze in direct commission, and 80 euros or 8 times more, 800% more than the bronze affiliate. Now, as I said, you can upgrade any time depending on where you start. My final statement on packages is this: whatever level you can stretch to, the better off you are. If you can start at silver, you're going to be paid 4 times more and double on the direct commission and 4 times more on the dual system. The dual system is where the majority of your income is going to come from. Okay? Now, step 2 in our system. Step 1 was register online for free and pick a package. Get the package that you can start with, stretch as far as you can, and then step 2, start exchanging paper or digital money into gold. If you're going to follow what we're going to show you here in a moment, which is what we recommend, is the 12-week program. It's a 90-day blitz to not only getting to traction, but getting to a 6-figure run rate income, as well as acquiring about $780 worth of gold, more than half of which would be paid for by the system. We'll show you that here in just a moment. Step number 3 is find 2 or more people, and I want to put the emphasis on or more. The more people you find that will follow the system and do steps 1 through 3, the faster the business will grow. And oh, by the way, the people that come on board as a silver, gold, or VIP will accelerate your advancement as well. Finally, shipping is not included in the package prices. At today's rate, the FedEx flat rate from Stuttgart is $21.43 as of July 29th, 2015. Let's talk about the income potential. We'll show you an example here of what the potential is, and it is a mathematical example. But before we do that, we have to read this disclaimer. Income projections are shown in U.S. dollars. The action plan uses mathematical examples that are dependent on following the plan as described. Incomes are not guaranteed due to the fact that we cannot guarantee your efforts and those of your team. Results can vary based on your activity and the activity of your team. So this mathematical example of potential has some rules. The first rule is this: the example assumes that we have 2 referral duplication. In other words, the first week that you come on board, you share this with 2 people that are enthusiastic, eager, and excited like you, and they come on board, and you have 2 partners to start your business. Rule number 2. The numbers in this example assume that everyone's just getting a bronze package. That's the least expensive package that you can get that will qualify for the dual commissions. And then finally, the affiliates in this example all commit to purchasing and saving 1 gram per week, approximately $60 per week in gold. So let's begin. So this is your first week. You come on board. The first thing you do is share this with a couple of close friends who are excited about what we're doing. They like gold, and they like the idea of being able to save it, and they like the idea of being able to get it for free. So your 2 affiliates give you $6.50 each in direct commissions. You earn $13. You take $60 out of your pocketbook, buy yourself a gram of gold, and life is good. Week 2. You're now going to help your 2 affiliates from week 1 find their 2 affiliates, and you don't earn any direct commission. They do for finding theirs. So in week 2, you now have 4 new affiliates that come into your business. In a perfect world, you'd have 4 new affiliates. You'd take $60 out of your pocketbook, buy yourself another gram of gold, and we're moving on. Now, you're also accruing units. Remember, every product that comes through the business, including business packages and the gold bullion and our non-gold products, some of the non-gold products have units applied to them as well. So you can earn on a variety of things, but units are what going to be building up here for the dual system and for cycling. Week number 3, you now have another week of new affiliates coming on board. So you had 2 in week 1, 4 in week 2. You now have 8 that come on board in week 3. You take $60 out of your pocketbook, buy another gram of gold, and we keep on going. Week 4, you cycle for the first time. You cycle twice because you have a growing organization. They're buying their gold each week like you are, and they all have their packages. In week 4, you earn $26. Not real exciting yet, but you can go out to Starbucks and celebrate. Now, week 5, you take $60 out of your pocketbook, buy another gram of gold, and your team is continuing to grow. 2 in week 1, 4 in week 2, 8 in week 3, 16 in week 4, 32. In week 5, you cycle 3 times, earn $39. Now you can take a couple of people with you to Starbucks, have a great time. In week 6, something really interesting happens here. In week 6, you now cycle 5 times, and earn $65. You also take $60 out of your pocketbook and buy a gram of gold. That's the last time in this example that you'll be paying for your own gold, because from this point forward, we have created a perpetual gold acquisition machine, because you're now going to have enough excess commissions and you in the dual system to purchase your gold. In week 7, you earn $143. If we have perfect duplication, you would earn $143. You would take $60 off your Kerekes Gold MasterCard, purchase your gram of gold, and move forward now. In week 8, you'd earn $286. You'd take $60 off of your gold MasterCard and buy yourself another gram of gold. You might even buy 2 grams of gold, or 2.5 grams of gold, or a 5-gram card. Who knows? Now, in week 9, you're going to earn $546. You buy yourself another gram of gold. You have 9 grams of gold now, and you're beginning to you've liquidated your expense of signing up, obviously, as a bronze affiliate, but you've also now liquidated the cost of the original 5 weeks of purchases of your gold. So you're completely liquidated in the cost of your business and your savings. You are adding plus money, and it's great because you're getting your gold for free. In week 10, $1,131. $60 comes off your MasterCard, buys another gram. In week 11, $2,223. You buy another gram of gold, and then in week 12, if everything went swimmingly in a perfect world, and we know we don't live in a perfect world, but again, this is starting as a bronze, only bronzes in your organization. That's not realistic. It happens much differently than that, and actually these numbers can be blown away if somebody else comes on board as a silver, gold, or VIP. But in week 12, in our example, you'd earn $4,485 for the week. That's pretty exciting. Now, if you became a silver and everybody else was a bronze in this example, just because you're a silver affiliate as opposed to a bronze, you would earn what? 4 times more, $17,940 by week 12. If you were a gold, you'd earn $26,910. If you're a VIP, you'd earn 8 times more. That's it. That's with everybody else just being a bronze. Folks, it doesn't go that way. When I came in this business, I came on at a relatively low level. I'm not going to tell you how silly I was. I could have started as a VIP. I started as a bronze. First 3 people I brought on board were VIPs. It only took me a week to figure out that I'd totally messed up, and I upgraded. But that's just a note there. Now, that was the 12-week. Let's say that you want to do it on the slow track. Would you be upset if by month 12, if you recruited 2 people your first month and you helped those 2 get 2, and so on and so forth, in that kind of example, we just exchange weeks for months, would you be upset with a $4,485 per month supplemental income, building this business part-time in a very, very slow, methodical manner? That's a $53,820 annualized income. But here again, if you started as a silver instead of a bronze, even on the 12-month program, you'd have $17,000 a month coming out. I think you get the point. Now, we don't live in a perfect world. We don't propose to you that these numbers are something that you're going to go out and immediately duplicate in terms of the perfect world example. Some people do better. Some people don't do as well. But here's the facts. If you found 2 or more like-minded people who were eager and excited, and then you help them find their 2, and those 2 find the 4, and the 4 find their 2, and so on and so forth. The question for you is this: do you think that there are people out there somewhere who'd like to know about a legitimate business plan to produce $4,500 per week residual income in as little as 12 weeks and free bullion? If so, how many? Is there a few, a lot? Do you think in your cell phone you might find at least a couple that might want to do this? I bet you could. Because you know what? In this economy, the world is moving toward carrot bars. When we first started out 5 years ago, we almost sounded like the boys crying in the wilderness. But here we are today, and the world is moving toward this whole idea of preparing for what may very well be another recession, and could very well be 2008 on steroids. And there again, I said I wouldn't say a doomsday presentation, but folks, the world is in trouble economically. The global economy is sick. And the question is are you going to leave your money in the stock market? Are you going to trust in the fiat dollar? Or are you going to try to put something away as a hedge against inflation? Kerekes has a program that can be a lifeboat. and it can help you build generational wealth. I will say this, that $1.4 quadrillion in derivatives and very speculative investments are going to come home to roost. And when they do, people are going to be flocking to gold. This is the story that everyone is talking about. Just go out and do a little research, you'll find out. So here's the bottom line. We want you to decide what you want from Kerekes. If you see what we see and you're excited about it, we want you to get what you want. And that means that we're not going to try to tell you to do what we want you to do. We're going to offer you a track to run on, and you can run on it or not. Where do you see yourself fitting in? Are you interested in opening a free account and acquiring a little gold for yourself? That's great. We'd love to have you. Welcome. Are you interested in opening an account and acquiring some gold and maybe casually building a part-time business on the 12-month slow track? Or, if it took you 2 years or 3 years to get to an extra $50,000 or $60,000 a year, I guarantee you, if you're at retirement age, that could mean the difference between living well and not living well. Or are you interested in opening an account, acquiring a lot of gold, and building a huge passive residual income? Now, if that's you, fantastic. We have the program for you. What you need to do now is get back to the person that referred you to this presentation. The first thing you're going to want to do is register for a free account and acquire a business package. Bronze, silver, gold, VIP, VIP exclusive. You see the numbers right there. Number 2, start exchanging approximately $60 a week or more into gold and save it in your gold piggy bank. If you're going to follow the 12-week plan, you can be earning free gold in 4 to 6 weeks. If you're going to follow the 12-month plan, then you would be probably receiving free gold somewhere in the 4 to 6 month range. It's your decision. And then refer 2 or more affiliates. Ask people this simple question. If they say yes, you have something to talk about. Do you like gold? If they say yes, then say this. If you could acquire pure gold bullion without paying for it and create a strong weekly income doing it, would you like to know how? And if they say no, take a deep breath, look up at the sky and say, thanks, God, and keep moving. If what I'm saying is the people that get it, folks, Kerekes is growing like we're on fire because people get it. And they say it sounds too good to be true, and we laugh and go, yeah, it does, but it's not. It is the real deal. So the plan works if you work, team up with 2 or more. Everybody does the same thing. We exchange paper money into gold. We move it into savings. We get paid every Friday morning, and we celebrate on a regular basis, not only online but in person and at events like we have coming up in November in Los Angeles at the Freedom Celebration. We have a good time. We don't just go out to do carrot bars. We do carrot bars while we're out because you can't stop talking about it. So isn't it time for a new vehicle? If you're not where you want to be, if you've been in a career for 10, 15, 20, 30 years and you're not where you want to be, isn't it time for a new vehicle that can take you where you've always wanted to go? It's free to reserve a seat. All you have to do is get with the person that referred you to this presentation and get online and get your free account, and let's put a plan together and let's change your life. Thanks for listening. We appreciate your attention. This is the end of the webinar. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you. Hope to see you next time. And this is recorded, so if you want to watch the recording, you know where to go. All right. Stop the recording here.